Here's a puzzle I'm calling the Cubophone. It's a puzzle that's not solved by a visible state, but by an auditory state in the form of a hollow path that passes between the edges and corners of the cube that can either be blocked or activated by the mouthpiece to produce a pitch based on how long the path is. It works just like a standard Rubik's Cube, although I used a rails mechanism to keep the pieces tighter together to mitigate air leaks. Mechanically, the corners are all the same, and they have a path that goes from one adjacent edge to another, and the third edge would be blocked. The edges are of three different types. Two are the input-output edges, which go into one edge and into an adjacent corner, like that. Three of the edges are completely blocked, and 7 of them have a tube that goes from one corner to the other corner. The solved state can be defined in a number of different ways, but as I'm defining it, it's when there's a path that goes through all the corners and goes out through the opposite edge, like this. And then ends up making the lowest note possible. Surprisingly, this restricts the number of solutions to only 2 out of an initial almost 6 million positions. In terms of actual musical utility as an instrument, it's quite limited. The length of the path depends on how many chords it goes through, so it can only produce essentially 8 different notes. And those notes are roughly a chromatic scale from F3 to B flat 3, and then also C4 and D about half sharp 4. You also can't switch between notes quickly since it takes several moves. The resistance of the lower notes combined with the air leaks in between the pieces that aren't completely gone mean that you have to have quite a large airflow to get the lowest notes out. So I ended up using a large mouthpiece, in this case a Barry Sax mouthpiece. I'll link in the description a separate demonstration video showing what the instrument can do. But thank you for watching, and I'll leave you off on the note that's produced by the solution.